So the Greeks, like this slide says, back as around 500, BC, actually were making progress towards the overall method of understanding things in science we call the scientific method. It's actually the scientific method is, well, that just makes sense sort of method of approach of understanding, coming to an understanding of how things work. But they are attributed, like the slide says, to one of the things they did was they said, hey, science needs to remove the supernatural. Things, the reason behind the way things are, we need to come up with natural reasons. Also, where possible, we're going to use mathematics to understand science. And then the other thing is that we need to recognize how important it is to make observations, go ahead and think of what experiments to run, gather observations from those experiments, and to solidify what later we're going to call hypotheses, to solidify what we think, how things are working. Either those observations should either solidify the way we think things work, or they go against the way we think things are working, and so we modify our hypothesis. So just along those lines, I want to mention Eratosthenes. Okay, he was a Greek philosopher back in 240 BC, and even at that long ago, he actually could estimate the circumference of the Earth. And here's how he did it. He recognized that actually the Earth's surface is a curved surface, okay? And he said, all right, at due noon, okay, the shadow of the sun, okay, at one location, the sun is at somebody's zenith, and then he said at that same time, he said, what angle does the sun make to a person at another location? And as it turns out, that particular location at that distance away was 7 degrees. So then basically what this looks like a smiley face. Basically then what he could do was the distance between these 2 points actually was 7/360th of the circumference of the Earth. Is that not cool or what? That's amazing. Actually, come to think of it, that's something that we could do right now. It'd be even easier with cell phones, wouldn't it? Okay, so Eratosthenes estimated the circumference of the Earth that way.